Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a DIY mixing kit which I received from www.hangsen.com. Before I start, I must point out I did receive it free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review. My opinion of the product remains true, honest and accurate as always. Now I also want to point out that HK Hangsen are actually a manufacturer rather than a supplier. So if you're like a regular consumer, it's not like you can go onto their website and just like buy one. So this is probably more geared towards suppliers who are looking to add sort of more stock to their shelves. So also I think like things like the box, the contents and that, it may sort of vary from, because I think you can actually, if you're a supplier, you can sort of, you know, obviously change it back to sort of suit your needs. Nevertheless, let's go and see it in a bit more detail. Okay, so the Hangsen DIY mixing kit comes in this sort of green packaging here. Now, like I said, this is aimed more at suppliers, so I would have thought as a supplier you can probably, you know, get your own sort of packaging done via Hangsen as well. Not 100% sure on that, but I would have thought so. And anyway, inside the box you get a 20ml bottle of 36mg strength PG e-liquid. That's obviously unflavoured e-liquid. A 20ml bottle of vegetable glycerine, a 10ml bottle of flavouring. Now in this case they sent me out a flavour called HS1, which I will go into more detail about later on in the review. 2 5ml or empty dropper bottles, so you can obviously sort of, you know, use those to help you mix up or actually sort of store your mixes in, and a little small syringe. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll very briefly just sort of show you how I mixed up a bottle of e-liquid. Okay, I'm not going to go into sort of too much detail here. Obviously, you know, the kit did also come with some sort of written instructions to give you an idea on the sort of mixing ratios for sort of certain nicotine strengths. You know, if you want to go to my website at e-cig-reviews.com, there is a, if you look down the left hand side where the links are, you will see a link to an e-liquid mixing calculator, so obviously you're more than welcome to use that. And you know, plus there are other, you know, plenty of e-liquid calculators online as well. But what I'm going to do is I normally vape 18mg strength, so you know I'm just going to do it like a very sort of rough way of doing it, and I'm going to start off then by using the 36mg strength PG, and I'm using the one of the little empty 5ml dropper bottles. Now as this is 36mg strength and I want to make an 18, I'm just going to fill the bottle up halfway with this, and then fill it up halfway with the or the rest of the way with the no nicotine VG liquid, which should in theory then give me 18mg strength, and then just add my flavouring. So I'm just going to, like I say, it is a very sort of rough and inaccurate way of sort of mixing, but I don't really care. Anyway, so I'm going to use the 36mg and just fill it out so it's about sort of roughly halfway, which is about there. Then I'm going to get the no nicotine VG mix, and then just sort of fill it up to almost the top. And then what I'm going to do is, I've been playing around with this a little bit, the flavourings, and I find that for every 1ml of e-liquid I make, if I add 1 drop, then I'm getting a really nice sort of flavour strength with that. So I'm just going to, I've made up sort of 5ml there, so I'm just going to add 5 of these drops. It's quite a stiff old bottle, this one actually. 2. Fucking hell, come on. I'll do it two-handed. 3. Longest review ever. 4. That's it, 5. And then after I've done that, I'm just going to wet the little top bit on. Stick the lid back on there, and just give it a bit of a shake. And that's it. Now in theory I should have a bit more of a shake actually. In theory I should have a 5ml of 18mg strength HS1 flavour, which I'm sure most of you are thinking, what the hell is HS1? And like I said, I'll explain that in the next bit. Okay, so let's go and whack it in a device and have a good old vape. Okay, so that is the Hangsen DIY mixing kit. Now I've not done it as an exact science. you know, I've just done it so it's going to give me roughly 18 milligram strength e-liquid, and you know, so obviously if you do want to sort of do it to be a lot more accurate, you know, there's plenty of e-liquid calculators out there, and I'm sure it will come with you know, proper sort of mixing instructions as well. And also, you know, you can go along to my website and click on that link, and that'll give you an e-liquid calculator there. So I'll show you it sort of vaping, and tell you about the HS1 flavour. And I'm going to be using my little Ultra. And I've already filled up, it's got like a thing called a res. I've already filled up the res, but I will add a few more drops just to sort of top it up. And have a nice vape. Okay, I forgot to say, you know, I am just using, I'm using, it's got a 10440 battery in it, but I am using a low resistance atomizer. And you know, as you can see, you know, the e-liquid does produce a really nice thick vapour there. And obviously, you know, it has got sort of 50-50 PG and VG. And VG, for those who don't know, is quite well known for sort of producing really nice sort of thick vapour. And as you can see, you know, it is producing really nice thick vapour. Flavour wise, now I've not got a clue what flavour HS1 is meant to be, but what I can tell you, if anyone who's had a flavour called DK Tab, this is, I'm pretty certain this is the flavouring for DK Tab. I may be wrong, but if I am, then you know, it is very similar to DK Tab. And I personally find that the Chinese made e-liquid tobacco flavours are a million times better than anything that you'll find produced in Europe. Now, like over in the UK, I'm sure in America as well, you know, there's a lot of suppliers who are making their own sort of UK sourced or European sourced e-liquid with the European sourced flavourings. And the tobacco ones, you know, they taste quite nice. I'd imagine that probably the vast majority of them are coming from a company called Flavour Art, but they have got a very sort of, almost sort of herbally sort of taste to it as well. Whereas the Chinese made e-liquid, the tobacco flavours, are absolutely fantastic. And I've always wanted the Chinese manufacturers to actually sell the flavourings for their e-liquids, so we can make up our own e-liquids, like with the actual sort of flavourings that the Chinese manufacturers use. Because for me personally, they produce far superior tobacco flavours. And so it's absolutely fantastic that their Hangsen are actually now going to be selling the actual flavourings that they use. And like I said, I don't know what flavouring HS1 is actually meant to be like, but it's fantastic. You know, if you like DK Tab, then like you're getting the proper flavouring of DK Tab. So for me, that's an amazing bonus. So I can't wait for some suppliers to actually start stocking a full range of the Hangsen flavouring, because I'll probably buy the whole lot, especially like the tobacco flavours anyway. Throw hit, I'm getting a really nice sort of strong throw hit there. Obviously, you know, it's a DIY kit, so you can mix it up to any old strength you like. Now, I personally find that the higher the nicotine content of the e-liquid, like the stronger or the harsher the throat hit. So 18 milligrams, it's not too high, it's not too low. It's what I normally vape, and you know, I'm getting a really nice strong kick in the back of the throat. Now, it's probably around sort of 2 or 3 months. Hangsen originally sent me a DIY kit and said, you know, let us know your faults. And I followed the guide that come with it, and it had the same HS1 flavouring. And I can't remember what he said, but you know, he said if you're going to mix up this amount, add 6 drops of e-liquid. So I made it up to what they said, and it blew my head off. It was so strong, I just could not believe it. It was like vaping neat flavouring. And I ended up having to make a batch, a 10 ml bottle with 1 single drop of the flavouring. And even then, it was still really strong, and it absolutely stunk as well. It really did smell like, you know, I had 20 people around my house all smoking cigars. And I said to him, like, you know, this stuff is, for me personally, is absolutely way too strong. So luckily, they have, you know, they took that on board, and they've absolutely sort of calmed down their flavourings now, thank God, because it was just way too strong. Whereas now, I'm finding it to be sort of pretty much spot on. If you had like 1 drop per 1 ml of e-liquid that you're making, then, you know, you're getting a really pucker flavour out of it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I can tell you really. You know, it's a nice little DIY kit. If you're a supplier interested in, obviously contact hangsen.com. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cigreviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.